Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 tongue, I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's the DJ we all know and love.
To George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Runner here won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Kyrie across the timeline. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Durant across the timeline, trailing by 4. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Durant to the basket, but he can't finish.
I got ball.
Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Irving with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Leonard, that is great vision to set it up. Can't connect from inside. To Irving. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Wide open look won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Irving, his first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
I got ball.
Durant to Jordan. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Kawhi Leonard looking good, 4 for 5.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
George buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Irving to Durant. From long range. Smothering D.
I got this.
Oh, the touch at the rim. The Los Angeles Clippers begin the game with the basketball. DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play on the first possession of the game. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Screen.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Leonard to Paul George. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down.
Shot, bro.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Coming right back to you.
Even to Zubats with the block. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Irving. Can't get the bounce. Paul George to Beverly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Jared Allen rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Clippers have the basketball. Beverly. To George. Takes stock of the floor. Kevin Durant able to recover with the block. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
From the painted area, won't go down. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down by 1. The drive, right to the basket. Kyrie Irving. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Beverly into the front court. Leads a bucket. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
George. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
It's the Clippers with the possession
I
now.
got ball.
Leonard. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. To Leonard. Shot clock winding down. Short jumper won't go down. Durant. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Strong finish for Paul George.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Runner here won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Shot from the lane won't go. Kevin Durant swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
No doubt about where that one was headed. So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in L.A. now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. Beverley to Paul George. Rises for the slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
L.A. Clippers with the basketball to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Irving. The shot almost.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Gets to the basket and scores.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Irving. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
That's a mismatch.
Stuffs it down with authority. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Paul George, 4-2. To Durant. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game.
Stop the ball, stop the ball. I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
Leonard to Beverly. Pass stolen by the Nets. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Hey, Coach,
Working hard on the glass. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I like that.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Here we go, here we go.
Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think of it.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Whoa, what a finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
It's LA Clippers ball. DeAndre Jordan, huge block. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Paul George. Oh, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
George.
Watch that cutter.
Beverly to Leonard. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
And hits the first free throw.
Shot, boy.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Shot, boy.
Irving brings the ball up court. Kyrie Irving, 4 out of 10.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Leonard. Rocking the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Montrezl Harrell sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Irving, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First free throw is good. Second of 3, off the mark.
That's a midi. Bucket.
Clippers have the basketball.
Screen, screen, screen.
Kawhi Leonard somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
Bread and butter.
I got
And there
ball, I
are
got ball.
few that can do it better off the screen.
Durant, textbook defense. Irving into the front court. 9-point margin. Shakes free and hits.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Paul George, down low for Leonard. No good. Kawhi Leonard. He's at 50%. Solid.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Durant. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. George to Beverly. Going to launch beyond the arc. Never dare Patrick Beverly. Hits a wide open three.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Knock that down.
Here's Leonard for two, and he hits.
Oh, good shot, boy.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Durant against Paul George. Baseline drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Williams into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Runners good there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Kawhi Leonard tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And finishes strong.
Oh, baby.
This is spiraling out of control.
And this is where you feel so bad for that assistant coach that had the defensive scouting report. You know he put in the time and effort to give you all the right tools to win this game. You've been caught out of position each and every time, which is the reason you're down.
Yeah, you don't want to make the boss unhappy. Beverly. Leonard. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn. To Irving. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Beverly into the front court. Just under a minute to play in what's been a somewhat lopsided first quarter. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. George, how's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the three.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Good rebound, baby. Good rebound. Be alert.
Paul George to Leonard. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Knocks down the first.
There it is. Just like practice.
Two for two on that trip.
Good shot. Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Nets have it. Durant. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. George. To Leonard. DeAndre Jordan pins it. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Williams. Gets a shot up off the mark. Long key from 3/4 court. That'll do it for the first quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Nets have the basketball. Layup goes down. Well done.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Count the bucket for 2.
I see you've been working on your game.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Durant. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kawhi Leonard. And it's rebounded by Durant.
Here we go. I got ball.
Count the basket inside.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
They'll get it down to Leonard. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Durant in a matchup with Harkless. And the basket good at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. Hey, shut up.
He gets it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Durant. And he buries it.
It is extremely prevalent right now for three-point shooters because of the skill set at every position is that versatile. Even your 5s and 4s can knock down 3s at a high clip.
It's a world of great three-point shooters and great three-point shooting teams. It's good.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Has a look. Deep two there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Green to the basket, but the shot won't go. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
And the finish. Jay, Euro stepping for two.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Jay, 28 wins a year ago for the Nets, but a couple of individuals, they shined in their playing time.
8 wins better than the year before. And think about Jared Allen for this team. He is a new age 5, has the versatility and the speed to run the court. And then you think about a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, who actually got drafted in the 2nd round and actually gambled on himself, had a horrific knee injury. To see the kind of minutes due to the injuries that he played and the level that he played at, Ed, this team is on their way.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.